So you got some really nice grand firs here, as you can see. Like I was saying before, often I would kind of target these larger ones more for the boletes, the Boletus rex ferus and the butter bolete. I don't know the classification of that one currently, actually. They keep changing them as they do genetic studies. But let's see, we got one here, one there, another big one through there, there's one there, couple there. So we got like a mini grove going here. So if you came to an area like this would be a really good place to target and to really comb through this area very carefully. One place I would start is right in the middle, kind of between the largest ones. So maybe around here and around there. So let's just start looking around. Maybe we can find some live. I've never been to this area before. Well, I've been nearby, but not this particular spot. So you guys saw that guy parked right by us, so it's a very overpicked, heavily picked area. Keep on hearing people around me, which really is off-putting when you're mushroom hunting. Yeah, there's this car. Whatever. Alright, so we got two big ones here, and you can see there's a really open area there where light's getting in, so that's kind of could be a key to an early season spot. Maybe later in the season you would actually check closer into the trunk of the plant, where there might be more moisture being saved. What's that here? Uh-oh. So that's a cut stipe. So that's the bottom of a true morel there, but if you look at the kind of browning here, and I can also feel it, that's not from today. So they could have got some early ones, who knows when. But usually people don't get everything. Okay, so that tells us, so that's proof positive that there are morels here. And so that was a pretty good sized one, judging by that leftover piece. Let's look around, let's look around. Here's another common mushroom we find out here in the spring. And it's these coral fungi. Looks like somebody had already cut one here. And they kind of come up. Oh yeah, it's probably this one. Huh. I guess they didn't want it. These are supposedly edible. Usually do have to do a bunch of cleaning, but when they're nice and young like this, they kind of look like cauliflowers. And they'll usually grow in really large clumps, probably at the same time or a little bit before the morels, the true morels. Here's how often you find remains of an animal, probably an elk or a deer, eating a coral mushroom. You see all of this disturbance here. And there's little pieces left over. And this is where the actual mushroom was. Right there. One more sign of the coral. So there, and I would almost bet that this is a mushroom hump here. Sure enough. And the mushroom humps will be key for the spring kings, not so much for the morels. So yeah, a lot more animal disturbance all over here. But the elk and deer and the bear, they don't eat. So there's another cup one, or the egg, or whatever you want to call it. They don't eat morels. Nothing really eats them other than the bugs. They aren't quite edible in their raw state. Definitely have to be processed. Okay, so maybe not in this direction, but again, we're keeping in mind where we found that little stump, which was right there. We're gonna go back in this direction now. Generally you want to kind of spiral out from some evidence if you find any. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Alright, so there's a really nice fresh one. Oh yeah, look at those. Those are obvious. So I'm gonna put my bag here to kind of remind me where we found the first one. What about this? Let's grab these two. So these are much more recent flush than those older dried ones we were just finding, but you know, just a few hundred yards away. Okay, so that was an, oh, wait a second, not over yet, not over yet. What is this? Did we walk right past one? Ba-boom. See, what the problem actually when they get nice size like this is that they start to make a hump. They're kind of too large and get caught by the detritus layer, the needles. You can see those are same species, but the one that hasn't gotten sun is kind of a bleached purple color. Okay, so we're just kind of following the line, letting the mushrooms lead us to more. Where there's one, there's always others. The others could have been picked by someone else, or maybe if it's a different mushroom, it could have been eaten by an animal. Oh, I think I see a big one. Right next to the chinkapin here. Alright, there you go guys. Not bad from a little patch that somebody had just walked through minutes before us. Already got almost a nice little fry up there. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, keep on growing.